Hey guys, so today I'm going to do my April wrap up and my May TBR. Sorry for looking like this. It is currently 10 to 8 or 8 o'clock on Monday night and I was at the gym and everything today and I've been crazy busy with homework, but I wanted to film this because I'm sorry that I've been lacking on videos. There wasn't a video for like the last 2 Mondays and I'm so sorry, but I've been so busy and it's almost over. But yeah, so I read 8 books in April, which I think is the best reading month I've had in quite some time. But they were all pretty good. I think there were like 4 or 5s into the last one, but I'll get to that. So yeah, let's get right into my wrap up. So the first book that I read was Unravel Me by Mafi, and obviously I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it, and if you follow me on Twitter, you would know that I was freaking out quite a few times, especially around chapter 62. Yeah, I really loved this book as a whole. I loved what you got to learn through the characters, and I don't know, the beginning I was kind of like okay and I wasn't sure where it was gonna go, and the whole time I didn't know where it was gonna go, and that carried on right into the 3rd book and I didn't know how it was gonna end. So yeah, 5 out of 5. If you haven't read this series, I know everybody says this and I was hesitant to read it because I thought it was so overhyped, but it's so worth it, so I recommend it. And then of course I finished Unite Me, which was Fracture Me by Mafi, and I think I gave this 5 out of 5. Yeah, I rated this whole book 5 out of 5 because it also had Juliet's journal in the back, and there were a few parts that I marked off, and it was really nice to have the novellas physically. I preferred, I think, Destroy Me to Fracture Me because I didn't like some of the things that were done and that were said in Fracture Me, but whatever, I'm past it. I'm secured in my team and that's all that matters, so still 5 out of 5 stars. And then, because that's when I started getting busy with homework, I wanted just something quick that I could pick up and put down. So I picked up Staying Strong by Demi Lovato, and I started this the very beginning of the year. I was reading one a day till I got like to mid-February, and then I got busy so I put it down. But I picked it back up, and as you can see, there were many days that I liked, so I had to tell the ones that I liked. Because this was basically for every day of the year. It gave you a little kind of inspirational thing with a quote and a message from her, and then a goal of the day. I didn't really do any of the goals because I'm lazy like that. But yeah, I thought it was really cute and very inspirational. I gave it 4 out of 5, I think. And then me and 2 of my other friends, Alyssa from AC Reads and Keisha from The Forsaken. I think it's just The Forsaken, but I know it's The Forsaken 707. They are like my best friends here on BookTube. If you don't know, we organized the A Year-a-thon group on Goodreads, which I will link down in the description, and for April we did rereads. So I reread Charlie St. Cloud by Ben Sherwood, which a lot of people, including Keisha, didn't think I'd read, but I read this before I started booktubing long ago. And it was still just as good as it was the first time, and I own the movie, and I'd seen the movie before, so I knew everything that was going to happen, but it was still really good, and it still got my heart going, and yeah. It didn't end how I thought I remembered it to end, but it was still really good. So I gave it 5 out of 5. And then, since that took me like the whole week, because like I said, I've been so busy, I read Ignite Me by Mafi because I had to get back to the series and finish it. And like I said with Unravel Me, I didn't know how this was going to end because I thought this would end kind of how Unravel Me ended, but it was still really good. Like, really good, and I'm very happy with the way it ended. I don't really want to say too much about it for those who haven't read it or are currently reading it and don't want to get spoiled, because I do not want to be that person. But I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, and I love these covers, and I will probably reread this series often. Then, as a cute little pick-me-up, I read this once it came in. I read The Night Before College by Sonia Sones and Ava Tramer. I pre-ordered this because, as many of you know, I love Sonia Sones. I've met her, I've got her to sign my books, and she recognized my blog. So yeah, so I had to get it, but it's a lot smaller than I thought. I talk about this a lot more in my haul tomorrow, which is a big haul considering I was supposed to be on a band, but bands don't last. So I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. It's just a cute little nursery rhyme's not the word, but like The Night Before Christmas. It's like rhymey and there's pictures and it's cute. It follows the same kind of melody. So that's kind of how I was reading it, as like the song, so it's cute. And then, because I finally got this off my TBR and I'm so glad I picked it back up, I finished Altered by Jennifer Rush, and okay, so I started this back in like August, and I got 76 pages in, and I put it down, and I don't know why. There were only like 300 and something pages, so I put it in like a third of the way through. And when I went to start it again a week ago, I guess it was last week, I couldn't, maybe 2 weeks ago, I remembered basically what had happened, but I didn't remember the little details, like whose personality was attributed to which brother. Not brothers, to which guy. But I'm so glad I picked it back up because I loved it and it was so good, and the second I finished it I had to buy the sequel, so I have it, and I don't know why that's not on my TBR for this month, but it should be. So it was just really good, and I think I gave it 4 out of 5. I did. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and I'm writing a review on it, so if that's not up today, it should be up next week. And then the last book that I read this month is the one that I guess took me the longest to read this month, and that is Sweetness in the Belly by Camilla Gibb. I read this for my studies in literature class, and I read this while also listening to the audiobook that I lent out from my library, and I'm very glad I did because there were a lot of words in here that I would not have known how to pronounce. So yeah, it was interesting. It's historical fiction, but it was also very confusing because it kind of goes back and forth through different places and different time periods. Like she's in London, then she's like in Ethiopia, so it was very, very different. And as you can tell, I marked all the plots because I have to write a couple of essays on it, so I'm going to be getting right onto that once I finish this. So yeah, 3 out of 5 stars I think. Should I say this filming this on Monday night? It's Tuesday night. Glee's on. So I gotta finish this and then go. So let me get on to my TBR for the month. I picked a very brief TBR because, like I said, I'm so busy and I forget what weekend it is. I think it's like the last weekend in May. I'm going to New York for BEA, so that's gonna be so exciting. I get to see my booktube friends all over again. So yeah, I picked 4 books that I hope to get to. And the first one is The Selection Stories by Kiercast. I'm reading this for a year-a-thon because we are doing the catch-up / finish a series, and the one is coming out this month. I think it's the 8th, I think, so I might get to that. But this starts on Monday, the readathon, and like I said, the group will be linked down in the description. So this is a bind-up of The Prince and the Guard, and it's very short, so I've been meaning to read it. Now is the perfect time for me to read it. Then the rest of the books that I want to read are review books because I'm falling behind and I feel so bad. So this is the one I'm probably going to start soon just to read while I'm writing essays, and that is Tween Hobo Off the Rails, written with Alina Smith, but it's basically by Tween Hobo. So I received this from Simon & Schuster Canada, so thank you again. I'm sorry I haven't read it yet, but it's like cutesy. It's based off of a Twitter account, I think. So yeah, I think it will be very easy to get through and like put downable, so while I'm writing my essay, but if I need a break I can pick it up. Then I want to read Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. This is a contemporary, and I've been wanting to read a contemporary so bad, and Simon & Schuster also sent this to me. Yes, so I want to get this read for them. Plus it looks so cute, and it comes out this month. I think it comes out the 6th, or it comes out on the 5th of June. I'm not really sure how to read days. I think it's month and year, or month and day. So yeah, I think it's the 6th. No, because it's that a Tuesday? I'm not really sure. But it looks really cute, and I really want to read it. So, but it's thick. It's like over 400 pages. So, I'm not sure, but the font's decent. You can see that. And finally, I picked up Hypocrisy by DM Enachino. I'm reading and reviewing this as part of a blog tour, and I think my review goes up mid-month or near the end of the month. I think it's actually going up while I'm in New York, so that gives me even less time to read it. But it sounds good. It's adult thriller, so that's usually pretty easy to get by with me. And yeah, I can't wait to read it because the cover totally got me. So that was my April wrap-up and my May TBR. I can't believe we're almost in May already. I can't wait to be done school. I'm totally at my end. If you follow me on Twitter, then you know all that. I've been stressing out, but I go to the gym as my outlet, so it's okay. Yeah, so let me know what you guys read down in the comments, or what you plan on reading for May. If you're joining us for the year-a-thon, as always, let me know. And if you've read any of these books, let me know what you thought of them. I love having conversations with you guys, both on Twitter and in the comments and all that stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and for supporting and sticking with me. I'm going to get back into the flow of videos, I swear. I've pre-recorded some book hauls, so look forward to that. But yeah, I'm gonna go watch Glee and then write an essay. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow with a book haul. Bye.